Hello kids, good morning. Welcome to today's English class. Kids, in our class today we are going to do with your literature textbook. And today we are going to discuss chapter 6, and the name of our chapter is The Golden Dream. Okay my kids, I believe you are ready for enjoying today's class. So take your textbook in your hand, take a pencil with you, and it's a very good story. And enjoy today's class by listening carefully. Kids, it's a good story about two deers and a king. So listen this story. Okay, my kids, let's move to the story. Chapter 6, The Golden Deer, and it's written by famous writer Douglas MacQueen. Douglas MacQueen was born in 1948 in Nova Scotia, Canada. He is a Buddhist scholar and a retired professor of religious studies at McMaster University in Hamilton, Ontario, where he taught from 1974 to 2003. He was also the founder and former director of the Center for Peace Studies at McMaster. So it's written by Douglas MacQueen and is a Buddhist scholar, and also he was the director and founder of the Center Peace Studies at McMaster. Okay, my kids, this story written by Douglas MacQueen, and the name of our story is The Golden Dream. Okay, let's start. Are you ready? Yes. King Brahmadatta of Banaras was healthy and wealthy, but not wise. So this is the first sentence about the king Brahmadatta. And here's the king. Name of the king is King Brahmadatta, and he is very healthy and he is very wealthy, but he is very poor in intelligence. So he is not wise. Like many kings, he was interested only in hunting. Then, like many kings, he was only interested in hunting. He was not bothered about its peoples in his country. He was only interested in hunting, and every time he used his time for hunting. His favorite animal to hunt was deer, and the next thing, his favorite animal to hunt was deer. He rode his chariot and recklessly shot arrows everywhere. Then one more thing, he rode his chariot and recklessly shot arrows everywhere. And that was the next thing is he rode his chariot and shoot arrows recklessly everywhere. Reckless means carelessly, without any sense of responsibility. Very carelessly he shoot arrows everywhere. The king would ride over freshly planted fields and destroy the crops. Then one more thing. Then the next thing is the king rode his chariot recklessly and shot arrows everywhere. The king would ride over freshly planted fields and destroy the crops. Then the king would ride over freshly planted fields and destroy the crops. That's why the word the writer used here, recklessly. Very carelessly, the king ride over through the freshly planted fields and destroy all the crops. He would take men from the village to help in the hunt. Even at harvest time, when the peasants saw him coming, they did not greet him with joy. Then the next thing is the king called the men in his country for help him to hunting. Then if it is a harvest time also, we know if it's a harvest time, the fields one needs to fill with men to collect the crops and everything. But at that time also, the king Brahmadatta called the men to help him for hunting. That much irresponsible king was Brahmadatta. So the peasants, so the peoples, if they saw the king, they will not greet him with joy. Instead, they looked at the ground and shook their heads sadly. And after king passed through the place, all the fields will destroy, all the crops were destroyed. That's why the peoples were very sad to see his king. We know where if we see a king, we will very happy, or if we see a person who is ruling us, we will become very happy. But here, if the people see Brahmadatta, if the people see their king, they will become very sad because the king will destroy all their treasure. Treasure means their works, their result of their works. One day, after much discussions, the people of the village decided to build a big park with a high wall and a sturdy gate and pulled all the deer in it. So, after a lot of discussions, the people started thinking how we can make a solution for this. What solution we can make for this? Because our king will not change his attitude. He will destroy our crops. So we need to put a solution for that. So they, after a lot of discussions, they build a big park with a high wall and a sturdy gate. And so they, after a lot of discussion, they build a big park with a strong gate and big wall, and they decide to put all the deer in it. What was their plan? Their plan means put all the deer in that forest, in that park. The king could then hunt in the park without troubling them. So the king, if the king wanted to hunt a deer, he can go to the park and he can hunt the deer without troubling or without destroying the crops and fields in that country. So they made a great park with brooms and ponds and thickets. What do you mean by thickets? Trees, several trees, bushes growing close together, just the sort of thing deer liked. So they prepared a park with a huge huge wall and sturdy gate, and inside that park, brook is there. Brook means ivy. Then small pond is there. Then different bushes is there. That means if the deer enter to that park, the deer will become very happy. So because that what are things the deer need for his life, everything the people arranged in that park. They made sure that there was plenty of pasture. Then they tricked some of the deer into the park with promises and pretty gifts. So then they trickly they sent, or they collect some of the deer into the park with promising some valuable gifts to that deer. അങ്ങനെ കുറച്ച് ഡീൽസിന് വലിയ വലിയ ഗിഫ്റ്റ്സ് ഒക്കെ വോക്ക് ചെയ്ത് ആ പാർക്കിലേക്ക് അട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ചെയ്ത് ദേ put some of the deers in that park. Soon the other deer followed in large numbers. Soon the other deers followed the large numbers, and they all came into the park. They did not know that they were being trapped, and the deers would not know that they are going to fall into a trap. They follow the other deers, and most of the deers now it is in the park. More followed. As the deer ate fresh grass and drank cool water, they said good things about the new forest, and did not listen to the warnings of their leaders. And at the first time they can go there and they can go back to their forest. So at that time they were eating fresh grass, eating fresh cool water, and they are talking about their new forest very happily. And the leaders, we know, for every creatures they have leaders, and the leaders of the deers warn their friends, warn their friends that don't go to that park, it was a trap. But the deers did not listen to their leaders. There were two big herds of deer in Banaras, so there were two leaders, and in that deers group there were two big deers, and they were the leaders of that deer in that forest. The leaders were the most beautiful animals. The one more speciality is that both two leaders were very beautiful to see. One was the color of gold, so bright that it hurt to look at him. Then one was the color of gold, and it's very bright to look at him, and he was called the brighter than the sun. And that deer's name was brighter than the sun. That deer's name was brighter than the sun, and it's the color of gold, and it's very hard to look at him. So bright. Then the other, although it seems impossible, was even brighter. Then next one is very bright, and that deer's name is brighter still. So two leaders are there in that deer's group. One is brighter than the sun, and the next is brighter still. Then the leaders warn their friends that don't go to let into the park, that's a trap, but no, the deers, other deers did not listen to their leaders. So, as they could not leave the herds into their fate, brighter than the sun and brighter still also came into the park. Then the villagers closed the gates and they sent some people to let Brahmadatta know this. Then the brighter than still and the brighter than the sun understood their group. Their group members will not obey them, so they also followed the other deeds and they also now in the park, and the villagers finally closed the gate and they sent a messenger to the King Brahmadatta to know about this park. Here to their fate means leave them him to die, because the leaders, the brighter than the still and the brighter than the sun and the brightest still were not ready to leave their friends to die. So they also enter in the park. Okay, my kids, this is the first part. Now we can move to the second page, page number 48. The next week, Brahmadatta went to inspect the park. He found everything very beautiful. Then the next week, Brahmadatta came here to check the park and he found everything was very beautiful. As he walked about the park, he saw deer peeping out of the bushes. And he walked through the park, walked in the park, and he saw the deer are eating bushes. They are drinking water, and he saw many deers are doing many things in that park. Then he saw a magnificent stag. He looked bright and gold. Then his eyes fall into a deer that is very bright and golden. Brahmadatta thought that this deer was brighter than the sun. Then the Brahmadatta understood that this deer was that the leader brighter than the sun. Soon another stag walked into his view. Then very soon his eyes fall into another deer. His silver antlers gleamed in the sun and his amber eyes glowed. Then his body, silver antlers gleamed, sparkled in the sun, and his amber eyes gold. Amber means golden brown color eyes were very glowing. The fire of his golden body lit up the park, and his golden color was brightening or very sparkling in that light. Brahmadatta exclaimed that the deer was brighter still and nearly fainted. Then Brahmadatta understood this is the deer brighter still. The men around him rushed up to him with some strong tree. After a minute, he walked back to the gate. Then he made a little speech. Then he had some tea in the park, and he went out the gate and he made a little speech. I am really pleased with the park and shall hunt her often. The two golden deer are not to be harmed, for they are kings, and kings should not be harmed. Then the Brahmadatta said, yes, I will came here and I will hunt the deer. I will do my hobby. But two deers are here. I found two deers are here. They are the leaders or they are the kings, and they are very beautiful. And the one thing, each will not be harmed. I will not make any harm to that two leaders, because they are the kings and kings should not be harmed. അവരാണ് രാജാക്കന്മാര്, അതുകൊണ്ട് അവരെ ഒരിക്കലും ഞാൻ ഉപദ്രവിക്കുന്നില്ല. And Brahmadatta went to the park every day with a large group. The deer would panic and run in all directions with arrows flying around them. They were unable to flee the park. Some deer were killed and many were wounded and died later. So, Brahmadatta, to do his hobby, we know he interested in hunting, and he interested in hunting, especially in deer. So every day he went to the park with his large group of soldiers or men, and the deer would panic and run in all directions. By seeing the Brahmadatta and by seeing the arrows, the deers will become very fear and they will run in all directions. They were unable to flee the park. The thing is, they will run all the direction in that park. Only in that park they can run. But they can't go out from that park. Some deer will killed and many were wounded and died later. And then some deer will killed by Brahmadatta at that hunting, and some deer will became wounded by this running, and later they will died. Brighter still approached brighter than the sun and said, "Friend, our hearts are being torn apart by pain and despair." Brighter still and the brighter than the sun, they were now in a discussion. What solution they need to put forward, or what is the solution for this? And they said, "Friend, our hearts are being torn apart by pain and despair." Torn apart means separated. That means our friends are separating from their loved ones, and they are struggling here, and they are getting lot of pain. Someone are dying, someone are still living with injured leg and injured body parts. So it's very crucial situation for us. It's very difficult to see our friends are struggling here. Our losses are higher. In a few days we shall be destroyed. Then our losses are very higher. In few days we should be died, or we all should be killed by King Brahmadatta. I have a plan. Let us take turns and die willingly. So, friend, my dear friend, my dear leader, or my dear friend, I have a plan. Let us take turns and die willingly. That means my plan is, let us take turns, and we willingly we can face death. We shall draw lots every day and thus decide who is to die. The plan is, we shall draw lots. What do you mean by draw lots? Draw lot means decide to something by picking of item, often a slip of paper, completely by chance. കുറി എടുക്കുക, നമ്മൾക്ക് കുറി നറുക്കിട്ട് എടുക്കുക എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. That is draw lots. The dear's leader's plan is, we shall draw lots every day, and whose the name is coming at that time, that person that deer want to die at that time. That means that deer need to willingly go to face death. Brighter than the sun thought that this was fair. Then the brighter than the sun said, okay, this was fair. Okay, my kids, this is our first part of the story, and here we find out the king Brahmadatta, and we understood the character of Brahmadatta, and we found two big leaders of the herds, brighter than the brighter than the sun and brighter still. So the Golden Deer is written by Douglas McQueen, and it's a story about a king Brahmadatta, and we know Brahmadatta was very wealthy and healthy, but not wise, and he is only interested in hunting, and he is not bothered about the living things or lives of his people in that country. He is bothered only about hunting. Then his favorite animal is to hunt is deer, and if Brahmadatta go through the place for hunting, he destroy all the crops and fields there, and also he called the men who were working in the fields for help him in hunting. That's why the peasants, the peoples, are not happy to see their king. Then after a lot of discussion, they decided to build a big park with a strong gate, and they decide to put all the deers in that park, so the king can easily go to that park and hunt, do his hobby. Then they in that park they arranged different ponds, brooks, different bushes, and they made everything which is in need to attract the deers. Then they collect all the deers in that park, and the leaders, brighter than the sun and the brightest still, warned their group, don't go to there because it was a trap. But the deers did not obey their leaders. They went to the park, and finally the two leaders also go there because they are not ready to leave their group to die. So they also go there, and then finally the people close the gate. Then they messaged Brahmadatta about the park, and Brahmadatta came there to know about the park, and he became very happy, and he saw the two leaders, and because of their beautiness, the king said that, I will not punish or I will not make any harm to the leaders because they are the kings. So the kings would not be harmed. So I will not make any harm to the leaders. Then every day Brahmadatta came there, and he do his hobby, and many of the deers were killed by Brahmadatta, and many of the deers were injured because they run in the park and they got injuries. So the leaders, the brighter than the steel and the brighter than the sun and the brighter still, decide to make a plan or decide to put a solution for this, and they plan that every day they put load, and whose name is coming in that load, that deers want to die willingly. That was their plan. Okay, my kids, this is the first part of the story. I believe you understood and you enjoyed the story, and I know you are eagerly waiting for the what is the next, or how each that plan or that solution will work out or not. The leader's solution will work out or not. Okay, then we can check in the next class. Okay, now we can move to your activity. Now it is your activity time, and your activities are the first one, two activities. Read the paragraph, or sorry, read the first part of the story twice, and read the or study the new terms in this story. Okay, these both develop, enrich your vocabulary and also develop your reading skill. Okay, my goods, next is your writing activity. Your writing activity is in page number 51, section B. Complete this sentence in your own words. First one, the villagers built a huge park for the deer so that, then you can complete by your own words. Why? So that what happened? Then second one, the leaders of the two herds followed their deer into the park because they. Third one, it was decided that the deer should take turns to die because. So this, for these three questions you need to answer now and put your answers in your activity row. Okay, now we can go through the new words in the first part. The first one is Banaras. Banaras means old name for the city in India called Varanasi or Kashi. Then second one, recklessly. Recklessly means carelessly, without any sense of responsibility. That means without any sense of responsibility, without responsibility. Third one, thickets. Thickets means several trees or bushes growing close together. Fourth one, to their fate. To their fate means here, leave them to die because they cannot escape it. Then fifth one, amber. Amber means a golden brown color. Then panic. Panic means be filled with great fear. Then to flee. To flee means to run away from. Usually from danger. That is to flee. Then torn apart. Torn apart means separated from their loved ones because they are killed or forced to flee. Then draw loads. Draw loads means to decide something by picking up an item, often a slip of paper, completely by chance. These are the new words we found in first part. Okay, my kids. So go through your story, read your story, do your duty, and enjoy your day. Okay, thank you for watching and listening me. Thank you.